Hello and welcome to another episode of Stacked. Today I want to try out the cheapest pedalboard only rig that I can up with. Therefore, the signal chain is my Schecter Hellraiser C7 with the EMG 707 pickups into 4 different drive pedals. Don't want any delay or chorus or whatever, we're playing death metal. So we start with my cheapest overdrive. This is the Boss SD1. Then we go into my cheapest chainsaw, which is the TC Electronic Eyemaster. I could actually have picked up the Behringer HM300 as well, but I thought nope, the Eyemaster has the better building quality. Then we go into the TC Electronic Fangs, which hopefully acts as either my main distortion or my second distortion flavor. And then we go into the Digitech Death Metal, and I chose the Death Metal because it has a mixer output and I can straight go into my interface, so I don't have to use any IRs or plugins or whatever at all. You're purely hearing guitar, 4 pedals, and that's it. So you could spare the fangs, but I wanted to have the flexibility to get another flavor if necessary. So here's the raw sound. Very unspectacular. First I activate the fangs and see if I can dial it in good to function as a preamp. Oh, that's okay. So now let's add some boost to give it more flavor. It works. So let's first try to dial in a chainsaw sound that I like. That's okay. Nothing especially good or especially brutal, but it definitely works. So for now the drive adds a lot more bite to the sound, and that's good. And so now I want to change my main distortion and activate the death metal, see how this will work, and then I'll do the same thing that I did with the fangs again. So this has way more noise. It's not cool, but the sound is also okay. It seems to be a bit more boomy. Now I'll switch between the sounds of the Fangs and the Death Metal to spot the difference and to see which one I like more. So far, first impressions, I like the Fangs more. So both have their pros and cons, and I think I would pick out my first choice based on my second guitar player, what he's playing, to get a good overall sound when we two playing the same things together. So last thing to do, activate all 4 pedals at once and see what we can get with this. And so let's start. This one is off. Death Metal. So of course when all pedals are activated we have to deal with much more noise, but since we're playing death metal it's totally okay. You can always add a noise gate if you want it. When you go for these pedals on the used market, you should, when you're lucky, you should be under 100 euros, definitely under 150. And this gives us basically, well, without dialing them in as much, we get the death metal alone as a sound combined with the boost or with the Eyemaster. We get the Fangs alone combined with the Eyemaster and or the Super Overdrive, and we get both combined with the Eyemaster and the Super Overdrive. So there are a couple of very usable sounds. So if you're not like me and you want to have as much different flavors of sounds in a live setting, for whatever reason, you could really go with this setup. If you're more traditional, well, you could always change one pedal out, so you obtain the flexibility of a pedal board. So you could always go for a multi-FX pedal, but I haven't seen a good multi-FX pedal with a chainsaw emulation. However, I have to check out the Line 6 HX Stomp. So, but again, this costs above 150 euros. So my question for you is this: what's your cheapest pedal board that you actually use or that you have used in the past, maybe even at a gig or even in the studio? Just let me know, and maybe I can recreate it with the stuff that I got, or I can purchase some of the cheap stuff. Of course, cheap is not expensive. Wisdom of the day. Let me also know if you like the sounds that I came up with, or if you have any other suggestions how I should dial them in. Whatever, just let me know down in the comments. And as always, thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. May the force be with you and have a nice day.